You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. Whenever I use license plates as a clue to help me find a location, there are always people in the comments saying, but what if that car is from out of state? Then what are you going to do? The answer, of course, is I might end up looking in the wrong place for a little while, and maybe I wouldn't find the place. But those people may be happy to know that there's only one license plate visible in this video, and it's from a different state than this video was recorded in. But I found it anyway. So what can we see? The video opens with the view of this Plymouth. The Pennsylvania license plate is clearly visible, but it was a red herring because this is not Pennsylvania. We can see another business here, but I was having a lot of trouble figuring out what the sign said because of the severe angle at which we're viewing it. The person walks around to the front of the car and we can see a couple things. We get a brief look at the street signs here, and I could tell that one of them said field, but I couldn't read the other one clearly. And we can see something in the background here that looks sort of like a pavilion or something, but I wasn't really sure what it was. As the camera continues turning, we get a brief glimpse of this very unusual looking building in the background. And then at the very end, we see just enough of the fuel pumps here to learn that this is a Sinclair gas station. Okay, so I figured this was not Pennsylvania despite the license plate because there are not really a lot of Sinclair gas stations in Pennsylvania. So I figured I needed to be looking somewhere else. By the way, I took a shot and just Googled for Sinclair gas near Field Street just to see what I got, but it didn't really help. I really needed to narrow this down somehow. I watched the video again and I noticed that you can see a bus driving down the street. Some of you guys who have been following me for a while may remember way back in episode 5 that I identified an RTD bus in Denver, Colorado, and that helped me find the location in that video. And I was pretty sure that this was also an RTD bus. So based on that hunch, I started looking at Sinclair gas stations in the Denver area. And I looked at a few, but that was kind of taking a while because there are a lot of them. Before I looked at any more gas stations, I decided to go back and see if I could read that other street sign one more time. After a lot of squinting and rewinding, I decided that maybe it said Ralston. Sometimes I feel like my brain is just making up words when I try to do this stuff. Anyway, I went back to my map of Denver to see if I could type in that intersection, Field and Ralston, and see if I could get a result. And I got one right away. And wouldn't you know it, there was a Sinclair gas station right there. You're at pump number 7 at the Sinclair gas station in Arvada, Colorado. Google Street View confirms a view of that very unusual building we saw in the background, as well as the street signs. And I also got a better look at that business next door, which turned out to be a Pizza Hut, which I never would have guessed. Guys, check out my latest pinned video for new rules on how to submit a video for me to find. And if you're among the dozens of people who I've already found, maybe think about getting yourself a Jose Monkey Found Me t-shirt or sticker from my store.